Hello everyone, I am so glad you are joining me tonight on this video that I'm putting together for you, going through each of the newly packaged products. We're going to touch on sets, and we're just going to kind of talk about why I decided to launch new packaging when my packaging was honestly just fine before. So let's start with that. The reason I chose to elevate my packaging look is because I really want to start marketing to more retail stores, smaller ones, like little boutiques and things like that. And it's hard to sell a product when it doesn't have the appropriate labeling on a box. I always had the labeling before on the label, but that's so tiny and sometimes it's so hard to read. So I just wanted it, rather than selling it in its old packaging with just the bottle on a shelf, I just thought it would look better like this. And then it would have bigger font, directions and ingredients and stuff on the back. And, all the things. I just wanted a more elevated look. And then also I wanted a place where I could put a little UPC code in case somebody wants to scan something. So this is just part of the evolution of Youthful Balance. So this is what I've been working on for a long time. I actually hired a professional designer through Hidden Path Creative, and she's the one who designed my packaging. She worked with me over months and months and months to try to figure this stuff out. And then I ordered it. I had to order a bunch, way more than I generally do. So it was a big investment for me to do this. So I wanted to make sure we launched it with a lot of oomph, so to speak. So let's get into the individual products, shall we? So if you noticed before, I had different symbols and different colors for the different products. So the cleanser, I had a fuchsia pink symbol on there, and that was the daily cleanser, right? Well, instead of having a different symbol for every product and a different color, we decided to keep the color scheme kind of the same, but we went with the same symbol throughout. So that's basically the logo, and then a different color on the label and the box to be able to separate it. So when you're grabbing your skincare stuff, you still can look at your stuff quickly and not grab the wrong thing. I do have a couple of overlapping colors for products, but we'll go through that. So let's start at the beginning with the cleansers and the cleansing oil. So this used to be the rosemary cleansing oil. It is now available as makeup removing cleansing oil. Same formula. All my products are the same exact formula. I tweaked the names. I changed the look. We just updated our website to show what they used to be called in parentheses for a couple months to get you guys used to it. I just have been getting so many questions about what are the new names? I use this. Can you tell me what this is? They're all listed in the description, but if you don't want to click on that and just want to quick order something, we made it a little bit easier for you. So all of the old product names are listed beside the new product names. So then it'll be a little bit easier for you to say, oh, I need my cleansing oil. All right, well, that's makeup removing cleansing oil now. So most of these are very self-explanatory. There's a couple of them that are like, oh, what is this? So we'll go through that too. So the other cleanser is, I have 3 cleansers. That was the cleansing oil. The next one is, where's the box? So this used to be the daily cleanser. This is now the gentle niacinamide cleanser. This is the one that's going to foam up like soap and just still gently cleanse your face. Daily cleanser in a new glass bottle, gentle niacinamide cleanser. Okay, and the final cleanser product is the cream cleanser. This used to be available in an 8-ounce bottle, but I decided to shrink it down to a 4-ounce bottle because I don't think people use very much, and it would last really long. And so that just made it so it was a little bit more in line with the other products. So now it's available in a 4-ounce bottle. It is called the Brightening Cream Cleanser, just like it was before. Same formula. It is just these pumps are a quarter turn, and then you push down to use them. Okay, moving on is going to be the Glow Skin Facial Oil. The OG facial oil, what started this whole shebang, is now called Glow Skin Facial Oil. Okay, so this is the gold product. It is available in a dropper and a pump now. So just remember that any set or in this individual product will give you an option on how you want to purchase it, in the dropper form or in the pump form. So that is now called the Glow Skin Facial Oil. I went with the gold because if you are, I don't know, kind of a hippie in any capacity, you know what a chakra is. And it's part of it's basically what they call in alignment with your nervous system. And purple starts at the crown, and then the colors go all the way down to the tailbone. And so I did my colors regarding that. So this was my first product, and this is like the gut. I'm holding my heart. I should hold my gut. So this is like your gut. You know, you feel it in your gut, and I knew in my gut that I wanted to do. I'm not even showing the front. That I wanted to do this business, and you know, I was getting burnt out of being a pharmacist. I'm still a pharmacist, but I'm not practicing anywhere. But I was getting burnt out, and I wanted to change things up, and I knew in my gut I needed to. And so that's why this is the gold color for the it's called the solar plexus or your gut chakra. So that's why if you're a hippie in any way, you'll understand this. If you're not, you'll be like, what are you talking about? Crazy. So that is why I chose that color. That is the facial oil and the OG product. So here is the mine's a little greasy because I've been using it. But here's it's almost out even too. So, it is out. Okay. Anyway, you can tell I use that a lot. So the next, moving on, we'll go into serums. So that was the facial oil. We'll go into serums. So there are hydrating serums and there are active serums. So the hydrating serums, any of the hydrating products are going to be in a pink bottle. So hydrating things are Calming Essence. This is the old label. This is what it's going to be like in the new. It's still going to be a mist sprayer. But do you see how this just gives it such an elevated look? I'm just so in love with it. I love it so much. Anyway, so hydrating is going to be that rose color. So Calming Essence is going to be in a pink bottle, same size, same formula. The next thing is the hydrating hyaluronic acid serum. This used to be just called hyaluronic acid serum, but now it's hydrating hyaluronic acid serum. So when you're looking, read the entire name first, because usually you can pick up what I'm putting down. So hydrating hyaluronic acid serum, same size, same everything, different color. Next is the Nourishing Vitamin C. So this used to be the vitamin C serum with stem cells. It is the same formula, same everything, but just in an elevated packaging with, again, because it's a hydrating product, I put it in this pink packaging. So that also tells you that the hyaluronic acid and the vitamin C are interchangeable. You don't have to use these together. In fact, you really shouldn't unless you do already and are not having problems. There's really no need to use them both at the same time. A lot of people use the vitamin C in the morning, and then this one is a little bit more inert that you can pair with an active serum at night. Okay, so other serums we are talking about is the Smooth Skin Serum. And so let's talk about the AHA serums. I have two of them. I have the Smoothing AHA serum, and I have the Exfoliating AHA serum. So smoothing is the Smooth Skin Serum, what I used to be called. I don't have an old bottle because I used it and I tossed it. I totally forgot about keeping it. And then the exfoliating is the lactic acid, and that is just a little bit more strong, or a little bit stronger. So that's the one you're going to use at night, couple, 3 times a week as your serum step to exfoliate your skin. Smoothing, you can use up to twice a day, pretty much with anything else because it's so mild and at such a low percentage that I designed it to be where you can just add it as like a prep step in the morning and the evening and still be okay to mix and match with anything else, as long as you tolerate it. So the smoothing serum is same size as it was before, same formula. I did update the formula, maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I like it a lot more than my original. So FYI, if you used to use it and you get this new stuff, it does smell a little different, but it works better. I like it a lot. Okay, moving on, that was the AHA serums. The next active serum we have is the Recovery. So it used to be called Wrinkle Recovery. Now it's just called Recovery Firming Serum because that's what it does. It helps firm your skin and help recover and turn over those skin cells that we've been exfoliating with the other stuff. So this is going to be your retinoid serum, a very mild retinoid that you would use at night on opposite nights that you would use your other actives, like your exfoliating AHA serum. So you exfoliate one night, you're gonna recover the next night, if that makes sense. Okay, the other thing is, let's move on to moisturizers. And so we have a couple, I'll start with the most common ones. The first one is going to be the Hydrating Facial Moisturizer with the green symbol. This now is a green labeled box and bottle or jar. So just remember that. I really also tried to keep that same color scheme that I had in mind when I originally designed these, aligning with the chakra to match this new newly packaged stuff too. But now the Hydrating Facial Moisturizer is called a Dewy Skin Moisturizer. It's a very light moisturizer that leaves your skin looking a little bit more dewy than the other options. Still very light though. Love it so much. It smells like a dream. So Dewy Skin Moisturizer used to be called Hydrating Facial Moisturizer. That's the just what most people call the regular moisturizer, is this one, the Dewy Skin Moisturizer. The next one is going to be the Night Cream. Blue. Guess what? It used to be a blue symbol. Detox Nightwear Cream is now Soothing Night Cream in the blue packaging. So that's what that looks like. Same smell, same everything. Has a nice gold lid. So that one is that. Then there's the Mattifying Turmeric Moisturizer. This one is throwing a couple people off. This is what used to be called the Moisturizing Facial Cream, but it's that one that's yellow that has turmeric in it. So that is the one where you are going to, it's going to leave your face mattified, I guess. So if you have, this is for all skin types, but if you have dehydrated skin, dry skin, you can use this, but just be aware that this is going to leave a matte finish. It's not going to be a dewy, or I hate to use this word, but greasy finish when you're done with it. So super good underneath makeup. I love this one underneath makeup. If you want to stay a little bit more oil-free during the day, this is a good option. So that also used to have a green symbol. I don't have the original bottle with me either, but it always had a gold lid. But that's the Mattifying Turmeric Moisturizer. Next is used to be the Hydrating Jelly Moisturizer, and that's that blue tansy. This is in a blue one because it had the blue symbol again as before. So Hydrating Jelly Moisturizer, same name, but just a blue label, same stuff. So that one's easy peasy to figure out. The last two moisturizers are what I call active moisturizers. So we have the retinol moisturizer and we have the ceramide glycolic acid moisturizer. So let's go with the retinol. Again, I don't have my original. I'm so bummed. I thought I had one. I don't. I'm just going to turn this around because it used to be in one of these. So it was the Intense Retinol Night Treatment is now called just the Retinol Treatment Cream. So it's a little bit easier to find because that retinol is first and like in the headline of this product. So rather than in a with the gold symbol, it's now a purple in the purple packaging. Here's the box. tells the directions. This one is, the directions are a little bit more in depth. So make sure you read the directions on each of these products that are listed on the back of the box, because they are a little bit more in depth with these new products. The last active moisturizer is the ceramide cream. Used to be this one, Age Defying Ceramide Cream. Now it's called Deep Renewal Ceramide Cream. Same bottle, different look, a little bit different name, same formula. This is one of these products that I love, and I didn't realize how much I loved it until I actually started using it more consistently. So this is a product that is not only exfoliating with the strongest available exfoliator that I have, glycolic acid. It also contains ceramides to help protect your skin barrier, because when you exfoliate, you wreak havoc on your skin barrier. And if you do it too much, which most of us do, if we have red skin, tight skin, shiny skin, after we wash our face, and it's just like, that's your skin barrier's like screaming at you, just lay off, you know, don't use quite so many things, and maybe do some things to protect your skin barrier. So this product does a really good job of doing both of those things, exfoliating and protecting your skin barrier. With that said, make sure you only use this a couple, 3 times a night, unless you are completely used to it. Then you can use it more often, but go slowly with this one, just because it is so intense with the glycolic acid in there. Be aware of that. So the last 2 things are in the little jars, and we have the resurfacing face and body scrub. This used to just be called the face scrub. So this is that pasty stuff that is like a physical exfoliant. This is something you would use maybe once or twice a week. If you are feeling rough or anything like that, when you wash it away, it leaves a castor oil finish, and castor oil is so good for your skin, you guys. So don't wash this away. Like, actually let that sit on your skin. This is super good to use at night, and have that castor oil that's left over penetrate into your skin and do its magic. So that is the resurfacing face and body scrub. So that's going to be that cool eggplant looking color. I love this color. And last but not least is the clarifying turmeric mask. This used to be the I think I just called it turmeric mask with saffron. So this has the orange label. Orange labels, remember, on the orange serums, those were the active serums. Because this is an active mask kind of with the turmeric, I decided to have this color be orange. So that's why, you know, and it's just a nice clay-based mask. Really good for oily skin, really good for acne-prone skin to use a couple, 3, 4 times a week, whatever time, however much you feel like you need to use it to help soak up all that oil and detox your skin a little bit. I can't forget these 2 things, the supplements. So we have collagen powder and we have Glow Biotic. So the Glow Biotic they both used to be in a white container like this. They just have different labels, different lids, same stuff again. So just be aware of that. The combination, I didn't change the name on either of these. Also, the combination product is still called Glow From Within. So that didn't change much at all, except just the label color. Okay, so Set's Double Cleansing Duo is still called the Double Cleansing Duo. Okay, it's just gonna look like this. The Triple Threat is still called the Triple Threat. It has the vitamin C facial oil with pump or dropper, and the recovery firming serum. So those 3 serums is the Triple Threat. The basic bundle is now called the Balanced Basics, and that is the cleanser, the dewy skin moisturizer, and the glow skin facial oil. So that used to be the daily cleanser, facial moisturizer, and facial oil, but now it looks like this, okay? Next thing is what used to be the Basic Plus bundle is called the Timeless Glow bundle. Same products, cleanser, hyaluronic acid, recovery firming serum, used to be called Wrinkle Recovery, the facial oil, and then the 2 moisturizers, the dewy skin and the night cream. 6 products in the Timeless Glow. Then I added a new set called the Total Radiance set. And that includes basically all of your steps that you would want to use depending on what night. So there's multiple active products in there that you can just pick and choose what night you're going to use it. But it's very inclusive on the types. You're going to have an exfoliator in there. You're going to have a renewal product in there. You're going to have a couple different moisturizers. You're going to have a couple different serums. You know, so that's the Total Radiance set. Clarifying bundle is still the clarifying bundle. I did add on one additional product into that bundle, and that's the mattifying turmeric cream, because I found out that if you mix the mattifying turmeric cream with the hydrating jelly moisturizer together, just mix it all together and then put it on, it is glorious. It tames down inflammation from any sort of acne with the blue tansy, and then it leaves a matte finish that most people with acne, because they have oily skin, love. So that's a really good combination. They're both in here. You don't have to use them together, but you could use them separate, whatever you wanted to do, but they are both in there. So clarifying bundle used to be called clarifying bundle. It'll show you all the products. It comes with directions. And I think that is it for all the sets. So I hope you are more well-versed with what I have done, why I have done it. Please reach out if you have any questions. I've gotten a ton of questions, and I knew I would, because this is such a big change. But just rest assured that all the product formulas are exactly the same as they always have been. So nothing has changed that way. So again, please reach out to me, DM, email, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I will answer any question that you might have. So with that, you guys, thank you so much for supporting Youthful Balance. Tell your friends. I'm really trying to grow my brand now that I have this elevated packaging to where I want more and more people to find out about it. So if you love it, spread the word. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon.